What's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, this is a crazy situation, right? So everybody knows about the Quando Rondo show yesterday, right? Now everybody is talking about the fact that it was empty. Now, man, I just got some mind-blowing information, and whoever sent this to me, man, and I'm not going to put your name out there or whatnot, but, they sent me some information about there was actually a shooting that took place after the show. And none of the major news outlets or anything are reporting on it. And it's actually, man, it took place at a gas station right around the corner from the show. Now, the gas station is separated by a city line, so most of the people who were looking for information or anything about the show, they wouldn't have looked in a small town called Blackshear that's like right next door. Now, if you guys looked at that map that I showed of the venue earlier, there's a street or a highway, I should say it's called 84, and up 84 is where this gas station is, and is where the shooting took place. Now, before I get into the specifics of this, man, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about this Quando Rondo show and the shooting and the stuff afterwards, man. Now you guys got to ride with me because we going deep down the rabbit hole on this one. And man, it stops in a crazy little place called Blackshear. Now, the Blackshear Times is a newspaper that's in the town of Blackshear that's on that road 84, and it's closely connected to Waycross. So Waycross and Blackshear are neighboring cities, right? Well, that venue that Quando Rondo performed at is on the main road 84, and it connects to a place called 5 Points. Now, at 5 Points, it went down. 5 Points is the location of a Circle K gas station where somebody who was involved with the show, now I'm not saying it was Quando Rondo's peeps, but from the looks of the show, it was only Quando Rondo's peeps at the show. And it was a shooting that took place where 50 rounds were let off. Yeah, I ain't lying, man. This is according to the newspaper there, and I don't think they have a reason to lie. Now, this might be off everybody's radar because it's a small town, a small neighboring town, and a small news publication, and it's not connected to any big city. So, man, people are like, what in the world? But the people in that town are going crazy on social media because they haven't had a shooting there in probably like forever, it says. So they're like, man, what in the world's going on? And they directly attribute it to the concert that took place right down the road. So this is wild, man. So let's actually look at the news story. And it's here on the Blackshear Times social media page. And it says this. It says, BPD investigates shooting at 5 Points. Blackshear Police Department is investigating a shooting that occurred at approximately 4 a.m. today, Sunday, May 2nd, at the Circle K at 5 Points. Remember I talked about that earlier, on U.S. Highway 84. No one was killed or seriously injured in the shooting, but more than 50 rounds, most from an assault weapon, were fired into the gas station. Police Chief Chris Wright says the shooting appears to be connected to the Quando Rondo concert in Waycross Saturday night. The investigation is ongoing. See this week's edition of the Times for more details. All right, so they're going to come out with a whole edition of the Times, and it's not connected to any major news source, so it's not going to be like a video or anything like that from a news organization, that I usually would report on or whatever, or play the news clip or whatnot. But this is interesting. So if you even scroll down the comments, and I don't want to show these people, they're not public figures, so I'm not going to scroll down the comments and show that on the screen. But these people are going crazy, man. It's like almost 300 comments in here underneath this story, and they're all in 700 and something shares, and they're all trying to figure out what in the world took place and how did it end up in their small town. And it's directly attributed to the rap concert. Now, I'm not saying that rap is at fault here, but some very interesting things have taken place while everybody else was talking about the concert being a flop and there being nobody in there. It looks like there might be a legitimate reason for people not being in there. And there's a lot of things from folks in Quando Rondo's camp that they've been posting online that looks like signaling to me. And when I say we're going to go down the rabbit hole, we're going to go down a little bit, man. Now, when I say that, this is not no conspiracy theory, tinfoil hat stuff. This is really just some, looking at the evidence or looking at what people are putting on social media and getting an idea of what happened and why everybody's keeping it quiet. Because 50 rounds into a gas station, when I got pictures of Quando, Rondo, and them at gas stations before and after, and videos of them before and after, and you know, you'll see, man. So let's get into some of this.
Wow. Come on. Knew you were rocking out too hard. Can't wear that white, cuz. In the white. Rocked out in the white. Come on, man. I got that snow. I need to walk out of the camera. Hold on now. Hold on, Wop. Hold on now, come on now. Yeah.
Okay, so first, man, if you look at Quando, Rondo, and them's pictures and stuff, and the videos that they took at the concert and after the concert, there was a video that they took after the concert where, and they're actually talking about something, and it's one of Quando Rondo's homeboys, D1 Louie, and another homeboy of his name is Jump Out. Now, Jump Out Black. Now, Jump Out Black did something interesting today, too. Like a couple of hours ago, he posted a song on his profile, and this was recently, just like a couple of hours ago. Now, the concert was like, yesterday, and it ended early this morning. So about 4 hours ago, he posted this picture right here, and look at the song at the bottom. It says, Lil Durk's You Know What? And if you look up that song, it's not like most people haven't heard that song. Listen to the lyrics of that song. And it's talking about somebody put a bag. It seems like he's signaling. And then when you see who he added, man, this thing gets deep. I almost don't want to keep digging because I ain't trying to be giving up the goods. But man, interesting enough. So there was definitely a shooting in the town of Blackshear yesterday. And there was definitely something that everybody is trying to hide behind the scenes. And I don't know who's at fault or who's responsible, but 50 rounds into the convenience store, somebody was intending to shoot somebody, or somebody definitely was trying to get somebody out of here, man. So interesting enough. Even the local news there said somebody used an assault rifle, and a guy, he's in the comment section of that newspaper, and he was actually the only other person. Well, he says he was the only other person, and he's an old, really old dude. Like, he was the only other person in the gas station at that time. And he said that, it was a crazy scene, man. He paints the picture pretty well. Now, interesting enough, most people are missing these details and haven't seen this story. So the person who sent this story to me, I want to give you another shout out. I'm not going to say your name because I know, man, if you're not a public figure, you probably don't want your name out there. But interesting enough, so there was a shooting that took place yesterday, and it got kind of swept under the table until, man, it becomes a bigger deal, I guess, man. Now, what do you guys think about that, man? What do you think about this whole Quando Rondo shooting situation? Or there was a shooting, and I'm not saying Quando Rondo was involved. I'm not saying anybody in his camp was involved. I'm not saying any of that stuff that they posted online has anything to do with it, but it's interesting to say the least. Now, with that, this has been your boy, Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And, man, hold up, man. I didn't leave you. What do you guys think, man? Do you think I'm reaching? Do you think this is, just a grab? Or based on the story and based on where the concert took place, being right around the corner from where that shooting took place, is it logical to think that somebody from the concert was actually involved in some way in the shooting? Now, with that, this has been your boy, Big Man. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.